This story begins with a young couple moving into a new apartment and noticing that the previous owner left them his old refrigerator. Rob examines this refrigerator, while at the same time, Rob's wife finds wine and suggests they drink. Rob agrees and opens the refrigerator, hoping to find ice in the freezer. They make a toast and enjoy the wine. Taking a sip, Rob notices that there is a toy in the ice cubes. Upon inspecting this cube, they realize it's not a toy. They see a tiny mammoth frozen inside the cube. They quickly go to the freezer to see what else is there. They notice that there is a whole civilization inside this freezer, and it seems that time is passing faster inside. They are puzzled as to how this is possible, and the people inside this civilization seem not to care. Watching them are giant observers. After observing the tiny civilization for some time, Rob buries the tiny mammoth under his plant. They approach the refrigerator again and notice that the Middle Ages quickly transitioned into the Industrial Revolution. Decades have passed while they were absent from the freezer. Rob reflects and says, maybe we're like gods to them. In an instant, the industrial era gives way to the modern era. Tall buildings, huge skyscrapers appear. They catch up to our time, and we see cars or small planes starting to fly. Rob notices a Starbucks on the streets of the tiny civilization. He tries to examine the city in detail when suddenly, boom, a rocket hits, destroying everything around. People inside the freezer start to fight, and we hear screams, gunfire. They decide to close the refrigerator for a while to avoid seeing how the little people hurt each other, destroying their civilization. An hour passes, and Rob is eager to open the refrigerator, hoping that they haven't completely died out. When they open it, they are greeted with a pleasant surprise. The war is over, and civilization has significantly progressed. People have become more advanced than ever in this new world. At first, there are several skyscrapers connected by bridges. An unusual pyramidal shape appears, quickly changing to a rhomboidal structure, and after some time, the structure absorbs the entire city, forming a sphere of energy at its center. The sphere explodes, and they watch in fascination as sparks leap around the room like fireflies, thinking that the tiny civilization has discovered all the secrets of the universe and is now traveling through space. Then the sparks fly back into the freezer, and boom, another explosion, the end of the world. The couple look thoughtfully at the empty refrigerator. Rob, puzzled, wonders if they will return, but Gail asserts that they won't. Finally, Rob turns off the refrigerator, and the couple embrace, seeing the past and present. The next morning comes, and the couple wakes up and goes about their usual routine. However, thoughts of yesterday cannot leave them as they witnessed something extraordinary. They decide to open the freezer one last time, and they are surprised to see that the civilization inside the freezer has reverted to the beginning of time, with monkeys and dinosaurs. Yo, that's the end. This was a retelling of the movie Ice Age from the series Love, Death, and Robots. When watching this movie, I couldn't tear myself away from the screens. With this film, the director showed us his vision of the past and future. Instead of these guys, I would have called scientists, dissected what was inside this refrigerator, or could have opened a museum and made a paid viewing of the tiny civilization. Write in the comments what you would do if you were in place of these guys and you were watching Circus Stories channel. Subscribe, like, see you in new videos.